OK, on the one hand, you are all three stars of this film, but you're also evil and mean. I wonder, when you're in the street, if you're loved or loathed? Tom?
I don't know. The character you portray reflects on a lot of young kids' faces when you meet them. They take it very... even when you're dressed as normal as you are and you're saying...
So what sort of things that happen? What do they do?
They just stare at you as if you're out of this world. Like, they all want to say, I want to meet Malfoy, I want to meet Malfoy. And when they see him, they're like...
maybe you shouldn't get so close.
Yeah, and that's back away, I don't want to speak to you.
Josh, what about you?
Well, in the street, I've received quite a few boos and hisses a couple times.
They've booed at you?
Yeah, a few times.
But how does that make a young man feel to be booed?
They're not being deadly serious, like, they're only playing about in that, but...
I only say, because I've heard down the grapevine from people working on this that the three of you are actually just your pussycats. I've heard this.
Nah.
You're not really thuggish at all. It's a bit of fun.
Who did you hear this from?
I'm not going to say. I've heard rumours.
Beans.
I hope it wasn't Robbie Coltrane, like, because we dealt with him last week. We had to do a bit of slithering work with him, oh, yeah.
Do you think you actually, if you went to this school, you would be in Slytherin yourself? Would it be the house you'd choose?
Yeah.
Do you like
Just. Not to the extent I think we go to it.
No.
But you have to be in Slytherin, because if you're in Gryffindor, you can't do anything wrong. You have to be good.
Yeah.
At least in Slytherin, you have the privilege to do everything now and then, you know.
Yeah.
Can you put in a word with the sorting hat to get me in?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, you'd be a real help to them.
Yeah. Legs
There's so many situations where you think, God, if only I had a shrunken talking head to help me out of this scrape.
Exactly. Tom, do blondes really have more fun?
Well, I couldn't really say that, as I'm not a natural blonde.
I understand you have to constantly bleach your hair to keep it that
I've done
colour.
for many a year now.
Yeah. How's that? I mean, do you despise that process? I noticed you chopped it all off.
No, so it wasn't a chore, so to speak. It was all right. I got used to it.
Hey, Tom, you'd look good in dreadlocks, and I'd look great as a blonde. You want to swap?
Not particularly, nah. I think your hair matches yourself personally, so I think if I keep my barnet and you keep yours, we'll be rolling.
Could I maybe borrow your shirt then?
Do you get trailers, your own trailers each?
When you're on location.
If I'm on location, yeah.
No.
Do you have any requirements you always say? I mean, do you have any there?
Well, I just need a cup of coffee, cup of tea or something.
No, is that it? Cup of tea?
Well, what do you mean?
Don't you have special requirements? I love the idea of you saying, no, I want this, this, and this.
We're not very celebrity.
No, you're not really celebrity, are you?
Nah.
You don't say, I want just this particular type of M&M.
Nah.
Brown ones.
No
only,
brown ones, yeah. What about you? What's your thing you like? What's your
Additive.
special requirements?
Well, drinks, just a cold drink. And I'm fine, because they've got a CD player in
Music.
the caravan. I just love music, so as long as I've got a drink and a CD player, that's fine.
Other than the questions I've asked, what are the most ridiculous questions fans have asked you?
They asked you at second premiere, and I'm sure the third one coming up, they'll ask me again. Which part do I play? Or do I play the same part? It's like, no, I've changed part to Harry. Actually,
That's the weird thing.
It's just, yeah,
I'm now Hermione.
That's the twist, yeah, you get there.
What about you? Same question.
What toothpaste do you use?
What?
Oh,
You've been
random.
asked what toothpaste
Do I use? Yeah, just some random question out of the blue.
What a stupid question. So what's the answer?
Oh, yeah, got to ask you. Dan, this is an important question here. Do you think your stardom gets you a lot more attention from the ladies?
To be fair, it's done me no favours.
It must have.
No, that's what you would have thought of, wouldn't you? To be fair, I would have thought the same.
No, I really would have thought. I thought you'd be cracking away.
It's the ones that don't know you, they want to be with you. It's the ones that know you that don't, which is...
Yeah.
I consider myself an all right bloke, but...
So the people actually all around you know you anyway. They're probably the ones you fancy. They're not impressed by it.
No,
and the ones you don't know are the ones you fancy, but you don't know them.
Yeah, I don't particularly have any... Not interest, but I don't know them, so to speak, and they're the ones who obviously see the
So
lights.
you're saying you never pull off the back of...
No. Harry Potter has not accounted for one lovely lady.
Ask a question then. Go on, Jahed.
OK, this is for Joshua and Jamie. I don't like the way Tom's character treats you two in the movies. So why don't you leave him and you two can hang out with me?
You need the alpha mentality first, mate.
You do need the alpha mentality,
Need
no
it.
doubt about that.
Yeah.
It's in the genes, in the genes.
It's in the genes. Jeans is something you can't really wear.
As you keep pointing out. Thank you.
Any other questions, Jahed?
When are you going?
Very funny. Listen, fellas, thank you very much
No
for talking
worries,
to us.
lads. Appreciate
Cheers.
it talking to you.
Say goodbye, Jahed.
Bye.
Later, Ed.
They're on.